I know, this might not be easy to hear, but I need to tell you this. Maybe your dog doesn't love you as much as you think. I know you love them with all your heart. You feed them on time. You pet them every night. You call them the sweetest baby ever. But what if there are signs you've unintentionally ignored? What if, all this time, your four-legged friend has only been putting up with you, rather than truly loving you? Many owners believe a dog's love is unconditional, but in reality, their emotions are more complicated than you think. There are small signals that, if you don't notice, you'll never truly know what's happening in their heart. In this video, I'll share 10 warning signs, little things that might seem harmless, but actually reveal a silent emotional distance between you and your dog. And you know what? Sign number 5 is the one most often overlooked, yet it's the clearest cry for help your dog could be sending you. Watch until the end, because if you recognize any of these signs, it's still not too late to repair the bond. You walk into the house after a long, tiring day, and the thing you look forward to most is seeing your dog running up to you, tail wagging, eyes sparkling with excitement. But instead, all you see is a blank stare, or worse, total indifference. No excited bark, no head turning, not even a glance up from where they're lying. Just silence, coldness, distance. You might think, they're just tired, or that's just their personality. But the truth is, a dog that truly loves you will always show some kind of reaction, even the smallest one, when you walk into a room. A quick glance, a little tail wag, or just their ears shifting toward the sound of your footsteps. If you see no acknowledgement from your dog every time you come home, then you need to stop and ask yourself, why? Sometimes we think everything's fine, until that silence lingers, and we realize we've become a stranger in our own home. But that's just the beginning, because the next sign might reveal a deep sense of doubt your dog has toward you. Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes, and they instantly look away, as if avoiding something? You lean down, smile, call their name, but instead of looking back, their eyes shift away, wandering, or even seem unsure. Dogs don't speak, but their eyes carry all their true emotions. When they trust you, their gaze is warm, gentle. It even makes you feel loved unconditionally. And science has proven this. When dogs make eye contact with someone they trust, their bodies release oxytocin, the love hormone. So if your dog completely avoids eye contact, never looks at you for more than a second, or seems anxious when you try to look into their eyes, that's a sign they feel uneasy, unsafe, or vaguely anxious around you. Don't blame yourself too quickly. Maybe you unintentionally scolded them before, or haven't had enough bonding time, but this can be changed. If you realize it early, you still have a chance to bring that trusting look back. And if the eyes are the window to trust, then the next sign is the key to a dog's heart: physical touch. There's something deeply sad about reaching out to pet your dog, only for them to flinch, freeze, or even get up and walk away. You just want to hug them, let them know you're here. But their body says, "Don't touch me." The truth is, touch is one of the most powerful ways to connect with dogs. A dog that loves you will press against you, snuggle next to you at night, or come find you when they want affection. But if every time you reach out, they lean away or stiffen up like they're preparing for something unpleasant, that's a very clear sign. They don't feel safe around you. You might think, maybe they're just not that affectionate. But ask yourself, do they react the same way with others, or only with you? A dog can still love you, but if they're not comfortable being touched by you, That love is facing a barrier, and you deserve to know why. Because if you're not the one they want to be close to, then why would they want to be by your side through life? Have you ever heard this saying, "Dogs love you so much, they'll follow you everywhere"? We often laugh about them being our little shadow. But the truth is, that's one of the most powerful signs of love. A dog that loves you wants to be where you are. They'll follow you from the living room to the kitchen, even if it's just to lie by your feet while you work. Not because they're bored, but because their pack instincts tell them you are family, and they need to be near you. If your dog always chooses to stay in another room, doesn't care where you are or what you're doing, then there's a chance they don't see you as the emotional center of their world. That doesn't mean they hate you, but it shows a lack of connection, like you're living under the same roof, but in two completely different worlds. And the saddest thing is, maybe they used to follow you, but over time, that connection quietly faded. Still, there's one way to measure trust on a deeper level. Through one incredibly simple action. Can you remember the last time your dog brought you a toy? Have they ever carried over a ball, a sock, or some old object and dropped it in front of you as if offering you their most precious gift? That's not just an invitation to play. It's a display of trust, affection, and the desire to connect. Dogs don't bring toys to people they don't care about. They bring them to those they see as their partner, the one who understands them best. If your dog never does this, or only does it with someone else and not you, then it's something to reflect on. It could signal emotional disconnection, or worse, they don't want to share what matters with you. And if sharing disappears, what comes next? Possibly your place in their heart. Sometimes, the most painful thing isn't being ignored. It's seeing your dog glow with joy around someone else, while staying indifferent toward you. They eagerly run to a guest, wagging their tail like they've never known love. They rest their head on a stranger's knee, seeking attention from someone they've just met. And you? The one who's been there every day, caring for every meal and nap, gets overlooked. That feeling really hurts. A dog's love isn't always conditional, but emotional bonding has to be built. If your dog shows excitement toward others, but indifference toward you, maybe they're looking for connection elsewhere, because they can no longer find it in you. You deserve to be the one they trust the most. The first one they run to for comfort. The last one they want to leave when night falls. But for that to happen, you need to know how to make them want to hear you first. There's a silent sadness many dog owners are afraid to admit. Their dog doesn't listen to them, not because they're stubborn, but because they simply don't care. You call them, and they ignore you. You give the simplest command, and they don't respond. You try to train them, but they just look at you like you're a stranger. A dog that loves you doesn't need you to shout to be heard. They want to understand you, to make you happy, to make you proud. Listening isn't just about training, it's about connection, an invisible thread that links you to them. If that's no longer there, maybe you've become too much of a stranger in their emotional world. You can't build trust with just commands. You have to start with understanding and listen first before being listened to. Because if you're not the one they listen to, maybe you're not the one they'll turn to when they're at their weakest. There's one question you absolutely need to ask. When your dog is scared, anxious, or sad, do they come to you? Or do they just hide in a dark corner, away from everyone, including you? When a dog truly trusts you, they'll seek you out for safety. Whether trembling from thunder or upset after being scolded, They'll want to be near you, touch you, sit beside you, to feel safe. If your dog doesn't do that, maybe you're not their safe space. No one wants to hear this, but it matters. Because if you're not the one they turn to when they're vulnerable, then it's hard to believe you're the one they truly love. You don't need to be a dog trainer. You just need to be a gentle place they can return to whenever the world gets too scary. But if instead of seeking comfort from you, they respond with defensiveness, then you need to hear this next part carefully. Not every growl means aggression, but every defensive act comes from a lack of trust. Has your dog ever growled when you got close to their food? Snapped when you touched them while they were sleeping? Or seemed tense every time you approached? That's not rebellion. That's the body language of a hurt heart. A dog that loves you doesn't feel the need to protect themselves from you. Even when scared, they'll choose to avoid, not hurt you. If they react this way only with you, know this. This is no small matter. Now's the time to place your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what have I done that made them feel unsafe? And more importantly, am I willing to change to earn back that trust? Because if this continues, the relationship between you and your dog won't just be distant, it will be broken. And the saddest thing may not be the growl, but the complete silence from the heart of a dog that once loved you deeply. But then, there's something even heavier than all the signs above. It's when you vaguely feel that your dog no longer enjoys being around you. They might not growl. They don't walk away. They don't avoid you. They just seem empty, quiet, distant. No more tail wagging in the morning. No more excitement when you invite them for a walk. No more sparkle in their eyes when you enter the room. And you feel it, that cold emptiness, even though you're still right there. It's not your fault, but it is a wake-up call. Love, even from dogs, needs to be nurtured. If you've unintentionally missed too many important moments, then now is the time to start over. The good news is, it's never too late. Dogs forgive quickly. They love deeply. And if you start acting today, you can still be the one they want to be with, every single day. If you saw yourself in any of the signs above, don't be discouraged. Dogs are incredibly forgiving. If you start again, they'll be ready to love you once more, maybe even more deeply than before. Start with the little things: a soft gaze, a gentle touch, a distraction-free play session. You can still be their whole world. Just show them you're still here and you still love them like you did from the start. If you want to learn how to reconnect step by step, the next video is for you. And if these messages made you feel lighter or helped you understand your dog better, then stay with me. Hit subscribe, not just to keep up with future videos, but so that each week I can walk with you on the journey of raising a dog who is truly happy and deeply loved.